There is absolutely nothing better on a hot summer day than a frozen treat. And around here, we don't go to the store and get them. We make them ourselves. These are super easy, super delicious, and packed full of great ingredients. Are you ready? Let's go make some. And here we are in my kitchen, and this recipe takes just a few ingredients. Let's go over them right now. Non-fat plain Greek yogurt. Sweetener of your choice. We're using this peanut butter cookie sugar-free syrup, some all-natural peanut butter, and whatever mix-ins you like. We're going to use strawberry and banana. Some protein powder, strawberry shortcake for these ones, and some sugar-free chocolate and a little bit of coconut oil. Now this recipe makes 4, so we're going to start by putting 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt into our bowl. You're going to take your sweetener of choice, and you're just going to put 1 tablespoon in here. We'll measure with love. And then we're going to add some peanut butter, just about a tablespoon. And then we're going to add just a half of a scoop. You can put a full one in if you want, but I like the texture with just putting a half of a scoop of protein powder in there. And you can get really creative with this. Mix up your flavors. And we're going to stir it all together until it's smooth like this. Now we're going to take a couple of these strawberries and cut the ends off. They've already been washed. And then you're going to dice them up really, really fine. You don't want the pieces too big in your ice cream bars. And now we're going to add those strawberries into our yogurt mixture. And now we're going to take our banana, and I'm going to use just about half. Mine doesn't look all that great, but we'll maneuver around it. And you're going to do the same thing as what you did with the strawberries. You're going to chop it up and dice it up nice and fat. And then we're going to add those to the bowl. And then we're going to give it a good mix to make sure we have all of our fruit combined in with that delicious yogurt mixture. And now we're going to take a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper, and we're going to just drop these into round circles right on our parchment paper. There's no right way to do this. You can make them any shape that you want. We're going to get them into 4 equal round discs. Now you're going to take popsicle sticks. I got mine at the dollar store. You can pretty much get them anywhere. And then just slide them in the top. They're going to go in the freezer, so you got to make sure you've given yourself enough room. Push them in. And then what I like to do is take my spatula and just hold the mixture kind of over top so that your popsicle stick is completely covered with the yogurt mixture. And now they're going to look just like this. And now we're going to place these in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours. All right, our ice cream bars have been in the freezer for 2 hours now. And now we got to add some chocolate to this. All right, so we're going to take a half of a cup of sugar-free chocolate and pour it into our bowl. So there's a million different ways to melt chocolate. For me, I'm a microwave girl, and we're going to put this in for 1 minute at 70% power. Okay, now our chocolate has been in the microwave for a minute. We're going to add just a little bit of coconut oil, and we're going to mix this all together until it's smooth like this. And of course, these are frozen and this is hot. So what's going to happen is when you place this on this, it's going to dry and harden really quickly. So you got to work fast with this. So I just like to take a tablespoon and I put it right over top, and I like to take a pastry brush and just brush it over. Well, we got all the chocolate on top of our yogurt bars. And as you can see, it's already starting to harden. But we're going to throw this in the freezer for an additional half of an hour. All right, so our frozen yogurt tops are ready to go. And you know what time it is. We got to give one of these a try. Ready? Cheers. So good. Give these a try. You won't regret it.